My dear students, today I am going to talk about the most exciting and interesting story of the book Hornbill of class 11. The name of the story is We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together by Gordon Cook and Alan East. The detailed summary and the central idea of the story. So let's go. In the story, the narrator and his wife, along with the children, desire to voice the whole world like Captain James Cook, who had voyaged to the whole world 200 years ago to fulfill their desires. They were preparing themselves for 16 years. They scaled themselves for this voyage during their leisure time. For that, they arranged a ship which was 23 meters long with 30 tons. It was professionally and beautifully built. The name of the ship was Wave Walker. It is made in such a way that it can overcome the most difficult situation and adverse weather. After taking all necessary articles and equipment, started the journey in July 1976 from Plymouth, England. First part of the voyaging was very much pleasant. They sailed from west coast of Africa to Cape Town. There, they hired two crewmen. They were Lady Wiesel, who was an American and half soldier from Switzerland, to face difficult situation during the journey of the world's best seas, the South Indian Ocean. On the second journey, they had to encounter strong winds and high waves. The size of the waves was 15 meters high. It was absolutely dangerous weather, but they managed to complete 35,000 km from Cape Town by 25th December of this year. Though the weather was very much adverse, it did not surrender to the bad weather. In the midst of this adverse situation, they celebrated the Christmas Day in a befitting manner. Time rolled on and weather became bad to horse. And on the 2nd January, the weather tremendously hit them. At the time, try to slow down the speed of the boat by dropping the storm jibs and lashing heavy ropes. Simultaneously, they had to make the arrangements with the articles brought with them like life raft drill, lifelines, oilskin, and life jackets. In the evening on that day, they apprehended of an impending danger. The sky turned into dark. The narrator could only hear loud roaring sound all around. The wave was so gigantic that he thought it as a cloud, but actually it was a large wave. Immediately, the wave hit the ship, and the narrator was thrown into the water, sea water. He was tremendously injured because his head was smashed by the steering wheel. His left ribs cracked. Mouth was filled with blood because some some teeth are broken. He thought that he was going to die. But fortunately, a wave hurled it upright, and the narrator was tossed into the boat. However, he was saved. He, he understood that the boat was flooded with water. His two crewmen tried to drain out the water. They found that the boat was badly damaged. He was informed that his daughter was injured, but he did not pay the attention. Instead of it, he tried to repair the ship by using waterproof hats across the gaping holes. His only concern is to save the people in it and reach their destination safely. He was not completely successfully prevent entering the water into the boat because there was some water at the bottom of the boat. Till then, they desperately tried to drain out the water, but they did not do it fully because the hand pumps are blocked. and the electric pumps are immediately short-circuited. However, the narrator connected another electric pump to drain out the water. They were desperately pumping out the water and their mayday call were failed to attract the attention, others' attention because they were then in the remotest area of the world. Their repeated mayday calls totally failed. On 3rd January, they reduced the water of the ship a little amount. Wave Walker was badly damaged, so it would not be possible to reach Australia. Then the narrator surveyed and calculated from the chart, and he hoped that they would reach the Amsterdam Isle, Amsterdam, which was French scientific base in the vast sea. Succeedingly, the weather became the worst on 5th January, and once again they became desperate to reach the island. Then the narrator came to his children to give them assurances. At the time, his son Jonathan encouraged his father by saying, "We're not happy to die if we can all be together." Hearing this statement, the narrator felt very much pleased and got enthusiasm and felt an urge to protect the boat and determined to survive from the tremendous natural calamity. On 6th January, the weather quite improved, and Shu, the daughter, handed over the narrator a caricature of her parents on a card where she said that she loved her parents very much. This also encouraged the narrator immensely and made him optimistic. In the evening, the narrator and his wife, Lady, were sitting in folding hands and expressed their frustration and apprehended that their disastrous day is coming soon. But their children were limitlessly encouraging them to keep up their struggle and be optimistic. After intense calculation, the narrator instructed Larry to steer a course of 185 degrees and informed that if they were lucky, they would see the island at about 5 p.m. And then he went to his bunk to fell asleep. It was about 6 p.m. Suddenly, he woke up and thought that they missed the island. At the time, their son Jonathan and Shu rushed to the narrator and gave the narrator a hug and addressed him the best daddy and kept him in the world. Then they informed him that the island was just in front of them. Finally, they reached the most beautiful island in the world, Isle Amsterdam, with the help of the local inhabitants. This is all the summary of the story. Now, I'm going to tell about the message of the text or the central idea of the story. What is the central idea or the message of the story? The central idea of story is the struggle of the narrator along with his family members. This is us, the courage, struggle, tolerance are the foundation to achieve what seems to be impossible to win. The narrator and his family members are the representatives of human nature of knowing and exploring the unknown and taking the challenges in life. Optimism and perseverance, sorry, presence of mind are the qualities that sometimes play the role of instrument in our life. We also learn the importance of keeping calm and composed in the difficult situation. Any kind of catastrophic situation can be overcome even if we remain united. In the next class, I will provide you the third chapter of class 11 of the book Hornbill, and the later the all type of questions will be included in this channel. Goodbye.